Well, on the boat tonight, folks, and I've just got in bed, and I'm hoping to get a sleep. I got to be up early, so fingers crossed. Out sailing 4:45. Okay, left me moorings about 15 minutes ago, and we just got down past the lighthouse, and we're turning round up now. We're watching the depth because they are neat tides. They're not big. There's a little boat going out over there, so we're on our way to say hallelujah. Let's see how well we go. Well, that ain't bad. We're just on the outer marker and just going up to the fairway. Well, that's the outer marker there now. But we've been on the move now 15 minutes, so I'm not moaning. We've done pretty well, but we ain't fighting no wind or nothing. And the sun is now coming up and I'm starting to feel it. It's a matter of time before I have my coat off. There's the outside buoy, and basically that's took exactly an hour from leaving the mooring to get to this buoy, which is good. On average, I'm an hour and a half, but the bloody most. Look at that, you see the angle you all go at and miss that. So I'm still going to hit it if I don't veer off a bit more. Anyway, there's the outside, the fairway buoy out there now. I should get out there and then cut the motor and work out a plan of traction. Anyway, there you are, a bit of a bar. We are on it now. Well, I cut the motor. I'm not out there. There's the fairway marker, but we're over the bar buoy back there. And I've got the sails up. The front one won't go up. I need a bit of wind. It's a slight breeze just spilling the sails, but in a minute the wind will pick up and we will be on our way. But in the meantime, we're just drifting, cups of tea and whatever. Well, it's got a slight breeze. I mean slight, very, very slight. So I'm trying to keep the sails downwind, keep going to Lundy, whatever. The slowest, slow, but at least it's going the way we want to be going. So just hope the wind picks up and I can do something. But the wind is so thickety, I can't keep both sails dulled that fashion. I put the tiller down and we seem to be, let me just order that. We seem to be getting some sort of heading now. Just now we had a bit of speed on downwind. Must have been a knot, but it was going straight towards Lundy, so I'm not going to moan if that's the case. But I was surprised how much effort it took for me to get the sails up. I'm just glad there wasn't a storm brewing. So I don't know. I can say they're alright, but I think it's shit as a fan. I ain't had the energy to do it. But we'll find out. So I've just done a radio check to Milford Haven. They're 42 miles away. And I come in crystal clear. So my radio sounds a pound. Fingers crossed. That never ever come out without doing a radio check again. Okay, I'm not going to film much more now because I'm just wasting camera space, and while it's like this I am going nowhere but down there with this little breeze, and in a minute I might just put it round Hove 2 if I can get spun round and just go in the cabin and have a rest the rest of the morning until this wind picks up. But anyway, in the meantime, sit back and have a lazy day. Right, with the little bit of breeze we've got, I managed to pin the tiller down and we're heading towards Lundy, slowly, but we're getting there. But at this speed, it's like a walking speed. It's going to take 8 hours. So the tide turns at about 2 o'clock. So we're going to be this side of Lundy still. So I've got the choice to go at the front of Lundy, and then when the tide turns, go down the back, or keep going and go up to Bristol, and then do come round Lundy when I come back down from there. Whatever. But I do really want to do Lundy for my lure. But this is what you get. There's nothing. Look, that's the only configuration I get the sails in. Anything else, and the boat won't hold itself on its own because we get enough wind. But that, she'll hold herself down. I don't have to do nothing. Anyway, I think the taking more video after this because it's just videoing. Okay, the little bit of breeze I had has now dropped to next to nothing. I'm still just sat with both sails, basically the O2 format, managing to go forward. Anybody else would have their engine started. There's a little boat going across there. We have one set up, but he's going across the wind and he's got there. But I'm going downwind, and as they say, there's next to nothing. So anybody else would start their engine up, be out around London in no time. But that's, idiots can do that. I could do that. Anybody can do that. I could start my engine up. I could be out there, especially with this trailing wind. But that's not for me. This is a sailboat, not a fucking motorboat. Clovelly, anyone? Like I said, when you're out here and there's no wind or there's light wind and you're fucking about, it don't matter what the wind direction is, you go to Clovelly. Everything goes to Clovelly. I'm going to be fucking stumped down there, just sat in this bay again. The only way out of this bay is the fucking motor, and I ain't gonna motor because it's a sailboat. End of. Oh, thank God the tide turned. Well, it's about to turn any second now. We would have been in Clovelly. But as it is now, I've managed to turn the boat around, and the little bit of breeze we've got, again, I'm tacking out towards Lundy. But in a minute, the wind's going to pick up, and we are going to end up going up to Baggy Point. And then we're going to have to see if we come down the back of Lundy. It's no rush, because it don't matter how many tides I'm out here on. I haven't got near us, so I don't have to rush back to there and get on the beach. Folks, I don't fuck about, I don't tell porcupines. But with the light bit of breeze we had, I mean light, even though the tide's on the ebb and just about turned, I was still going to fucking Clovelly. I would have been there, look. So what I had to do was start the bloody engine up, turn the boat round, put the sails up, cut the motor. So there are times when you've got to start that motor. There's no way I could have turned and got tacking back up for Baggy Point otherwise. Just got a slight breeze picked up now, and I'm getting 1.5 knots heading to Baggy Point. So I'm heading up towards Bristol, but it's a day of an aggro. Fucking pissy. There's a little breeze, enough to fucking feel chilly on your face. I think it's sea breeze, because it's from the west, and it's supposed to be from the northwest. But I'm trying to get out to Baggy Point, and she keeps fucking, the wind changes, I don't know, I just can't keep on tack. But as it is now, I've got her back. I'm heading for Salton Hotel, and then hopefully the tide will sweep me round. But I'm hoping to go in the Ilfracombe tonight. Might see Tony out there. We'll wait and see. The current must be on full flood now, because we're about halfway through it. And I was still heading towards the house there at like 1.2 knots. So I want to go round the bay there. So what I've done, I pointed out to sea now, and we're popping on now at 2.3 knots. And I'll get clear of what I was going to hit there, and then bang, we'll be in the middle of the tide. So Ilfracombe we come. That angle was short-lived. I've done it for 10 minutes, and suddenly she was going way down channel. I just didn't want to go down channel. So I've had to come back on this and just hope that the water speeds up on the point there and picks me up. If not, we're going to have some fun tonight. This trip on light breezes is no different to what it ever is. Without an engine, you cannot get out of this fucking bay. You're either heading for fucking Croyd there, or you're heading downstream there. And the current's just being wasted going that way. And I'm wondering whether it might just pay me to say, fuck it, go down tide, but only go so far, I've so far to come back. There's no fucking way. There's no way I'm going to go fucking 10 miles down there just to get out of this fucking poxy bay. Fucking joke it is. I think it's dropped again now. I was doing 3.4 knots for a little bit then. It's dropped back down to 2.4 now. And to get out of this fucking bay, there's there and that point there, and I'm still inside of this bay, and all the tide is in. Once I get out of there, it's clear current going that way and that way. But in here, it's always, I can see the gap now where I want to go. But if I put a tack on to go that way now, I go straight into fucking Croyd. So I've got to keep going as I am. And I'm going out through here. Suddenly it's a lapse of the wind. Wind's dropped to nothing again. So now the boat's spun back round. And I ain't got enough rudder to fight it to keep it back on track that way. I've got to now set the sail this side, pick some speed up and turn around and go again. And it just will not keep tack. It's a fucking joke. This day, it's like its own little climate in here. Wind is gusting. Once I clear these 2 points, and I'm out there, I know that it sounds great. But in here, boats do not sell very good at all. That's why they all use their fucking engines. Well, twice of that I go heading into there and try to turn around. And twice I never had enough wind speed to get the rudder off or to change tack. But in the end, I just had, I've done it somehow, I don't know how. But now look, she wants to jump back on that tack. It's just murder leaving this bay. Once again, I lost the tack angle. I just had a fight to get it back. Now I'm doing 1.4 knots, but a knot of that is with the tide. All I'm getting is 0.4. The wind is literally it's just non-existent. In a minute it'll blow a gust for a while and I'll start popping on. Now she's trying to tack and go right the way round and go downwind. It's murder in this bay. Okay, after going in and out and in and out, I've actually got a tack now that's going to clear the headland here. So we can head on up to wherever. Doing 1 knot. 1 fucking knot. We're probably doing 2, but one of them's with the tide anyway. But no, it can't be now. We're doing 1 knot. That's what we're doing total. Look at that. Now it's taking me back into fucking the bay again. It's a fucking joke. I ain't starting the engine. It takes me 2 days to get over here. I won't start this fucking engine. In mind, we're just about keeping the boat going. And we're managing to get a tack that's going to take us clear of that lot. But the only way I can do it is put the traveller right over so the boat's down more of an angle. And hopefully now we're going to clear the bay. But we're going to be awful close to bloody baggy point in that when we get out there. Not a worry. Once again, the wind's so fucking light, I've lost the plot. Instead of tacking over that way, we're now tacking back out that way. It's too early to go to Jesse go asleep. I'll be crashing into fucking Cavalli. I need to get out in the fairway into the buoy. This is a fucking joke, and I'm not starting that engine. Normally, if it gets light this late in the day, you can't go nowhere. I just hope to just let the boat go wherever she wants to go, because at least then you know the sail's going to stay and you're not up and down on this fucking tiller. But if I do that, I'm either going to smash into the fucking over there or over there. So there's no way I can hope to. I've got to keep sailing. And in a minute, I'm going to have no choice but to sail out with the tide and go back out and try for Lundy again. I don't know, I'll just give up. Now we got it again, the breeze has changed again. Now I'm going back into Croyd. Oh, it's just a waste of time. I keep losing the sail. Look, here it goes. I can't keep it. I've got no rudder control. That's just wants to blow. Really, I should just be hove to and sat back, but there's nowhere to go hove to. I'd smash into things. It's going to get lighter in the night. I'm wondering whether or not to run in on the lake tide and fucking just go on into the beach, because fucking wind ain't going to pick up. Tomorrow it will. If I stay out here tomorrow, it'll be blowing up fucking all the. It's only one way or the other for me, never nothing. Look, I've got no control, I can't do nothing. Don't matter what I fucking do, I can't turn downwind. Can't turn upwind. Just got to wait until the gust hits them. There's one there, now hold it over, now. Yeah, hold it over. Keep it over, but again, I'm now heading back to bloody, give up. Oh, sorry. It's got to the point where I've had enough. And no wind. But just this light. You think it's blowing mad, wouldn't you? But it ain't. It's like nothing. So I let the cell half out and she's just tacking me out. I'm going to go out as far as I can now and the tide will change and it's going to take me on the back of the day and then home in the morning. But that's it, that's the end of the story. I'm just going to sit here now and go back to sleep. I've had enough. Started being chucked and banged about and listening to that cell, you'd think it's blowing 1,000 miles an hour. But all we're doing is 1 knot exactly. 1 fucking knot. Dead. And now the tide's turned. I'm leaving around Shears now, and there's Lundy. I don't know if you can see there's Lundy by my finger, and that's the way we're going. But as the tide gets stronger, it will take us down the back of Lundy. So I'm going to go stay out too like this all night and go to sleep. We're on the back of Lundy, won't get no camera picture though in the dark, and then in the morning I'll run back up with the tide and get home. So that's my plan. There's just no good with no wind. But I see you got little choppy waves, and the wind is just catching themselves, losing themselves, catching themselves, and I'm just banging about like a bastard. And I've had enough of it today. I'm gonna go to sleep and sort it out later. I hope the big cell down now, and it's definitely not as bouncy and bangy now. So hopefully I can sit down and relax now. But the wind is not doing what they said it would be doing. In actual fact, it's blowing completely the opposite direction. So that means I can't, if they've got it right and it is going to go round to what they're saying in the morning, I can't make any plans to do anything. I'm in a rock and a hard place, so I'm just going to sit and dress like this all night and sort it out in the morning. End of story. So much for thought I was going to get asleep and then down the fucking open hell. Just banging about like all day non-stop. Anyway, we've waited till low water and the little bit of breeze there is. We're just getting, see if I can get it up on the screen. We want to go home that way, you know the way home. We want to go, we're going to the left, we want to go into the right, but with the breeze we got and the tide we got, that's all I can do. If I turn around and try and get the other tack angle, it'll take me straight down round Heartland Point down south. There's nothing, literally nothing you can do. You've got your 2 angles, got anything in between, and that's it. I've got to live with that now. And just hope as the tide picks up, that will swing me round more north. And just hope something happens in the morning wind-wise, because you ain't going nowhere with no wind. And I'm fucked if I'm starting that engine. On the bright side, well, there's no wind, there's no bloody wind chill. So it's quite warm out here tonight. I've got the moon over there on the horizon. We've got Lundy out here somewhere. There's Lundy over there. Nothing there. Over there. Can't see in the dark. We've got lights. It's all right. And it's amazing where all the fucking lights come from, because they're not there in the daytime. There's a fucking great ferry liner coming up the river there. And you tell me what that is. It's got to be the booze cruise. All on a piss up on that mother. It's now coming out to 4:30. And it went bloody cold for a while, so thank God we had a fan fire on. And it's 3:30 now, and hopefully the wind's changing direction in the morning, about 11 o'clock. New morning, blowing a bloody, well, not blowing ooly, but it's blowing out there, thank God, but the wrong way. But I got to get my float suit on now and get all warm, because it is bloody cold out there, and get ready to enter another day and make the best of it. So I feel better anyway. I've had a good kick. Things first, it's only 6 o'clock in the morning. Tablets and a cup of tea. Then then up to the world. And we've got on the sat nav, we're not going anywhere. The tide's going one way, the wind's going the other, and we're home too. The boat's just literally sat still, spinning round. Now there's Lundy. I could shoot for Lundy. I'm getting the wind's coming through there from there at the moment, as you can see, and there's a little bit more of it today. I could shoot for Lundy, no trouble, but just be a downwind run. But with that, I think I can get a head in for home. So I think that's what I'm going to go for. Lundy can wait for another day because the forecast after today, well, and today, they're giving plunder. So let's have the tablets, get in gear, and head for home. I would have thought it was blowing a bloody hoolie, but it's not. I've got the sails set now, and we're heading back. We're actually doing 2.5 knots. We're actually doing 2.5 knots, and we're heading for EEE, which is our outer marker, and it's saying 5 hours, so we're going to get it in plenty of time. But we're heading, as you can see on the dial, it's showing up on the thing, straight back into the bay now, and that's with an outgoing tide. So bear in mind now, the tide's going to change and start coming in. So that's going to give us more headway towards home. So I think we're on a winner today. Well, we're going to be home for 6.5 hours. And we need to be there, that'll get us home for like 12 o'clock, roughly. And we don't want to be home till about 4 o'clock. So we're 4 hours to kill when we get there. So it's just a matter of taking me time going back now. Anyway, I could, but then again it's been me out. I could dereef the sail and let her back up, and then I'll get what's called weather hell, and she'll have a job steering herself. And if you notice, back, no matter what the weather is, this back one never seems to go far off centre. So to make it more controllable, I tie it, fix it in place. That way, I've only got the front sail to worry about. When people say I'm sailing on one sail, it's because it makes it easier to get, without balancing the sails. Well, if that sail's fixed, I don't have to balance it, it's done. Anyway, home we go. So much for the wind is stronger. Stronger? Fucking Jesus, there's next to nothing of it. The boat's practically outright. And we're now... Oh, it's gone. It's come back up. I just pulled the sail tighter. 2.7. Hey, great. 2.7. It did drop down, but I noticed I had the sail out loose, so I pulled it down. You see it in now. The boat's pointing that way. Hartland Point's just over there. Home is over there. And you'd think we wasn't heading for home, but we've got an outgoing tide, and the wind is trying to tip us that way as well. So the tide and the wind is trying to take us out that way. But in actual fact, she is actually heading into the bay. As soon as the tide changes, that will head us home. There we go. 1.6 knots. But we're heading, as we lost our bit of wind, we're heading more to Hartland Point now. But not a problem. The wind, the tide will change, as I say. But the wind has dropped off again, just like yesterday. And now the sails are just bang, 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 bang. And I'm going to lose it while I'm chatting. This is a fucking pain in the ass. Whether if you can sail out here, you can sail anywhere in the world. Well, there you go. Half hour. And now the wind's dropped next to nothing again. And we're back to what we had yesterday. Banging about on a wave. Bob, bob, bang, bang. Crash, crash. And it's only 20 to fucking 7. And now we're heading out. If we keep going, we are going to hit Hartland Point. So as long as it don't go outside of Hartland Point, I'd say we're happy, because we know we're going to end up getting swept into the bay. And from out here, I know I can get home on one tide. So that's assuming the wind's up. But now I'm in head mode home. Once the tide changes and we're halfway in that bay, if it looks crap, then I will start the motor and run home, because that's what I got the motor for. But I just wish the weather, well, I don't know, you could gamble and stay out. I don't know, make your mind up, Pete. 50. And with such light winds, I thought I'd give the automatic pilot a chance. So, as you can see, we're still sat here. That's an hour, we haven't sort of gone anywhere. The track's saying we're going down to Hartland Point, but we are very, very slow, about 1 knot. Like I said, no wind, no go. It's just a fucking joke. I don't win. But when it goes from this, it'll go from this to 30-mile-an-hour winds. What do you say? It's my luck. It happens to me all the time. I know I ain't moaning. I'll be fucking home in no time. That direction. It's very light wind. They're just enough to fill the cell. But every now and then a wave will come. And if you watch, if there's a cloud to go by there, I don't know if you can see the cloud in the background. But as the boat rocks over on the wave, it empties the cell, fills the cell, empties the cell, fills the cell. As we go backwards and forwards, and that's what's happening. But any second, that could cause me to lose the power, and the bloody autopilot won't be able to keep control, and we'll spin round and have to start all over again. Look at that. See what I mean? That nearly come over enough to get a little bit of power more this side than that side. You can't win, you just got to sit here and watch it. We're actually doing 1.9 knots towards Hartland Point, but that's going with the tide. The actual movement in the water, as you can watch by them bubbles, barely moving. We're just bouncing about, going nowhere in relation to the water. But in relation to the atmosphere, well, as I'm going to say, we're going with the water. So, for the next stage of the saga, the wind's dropped to literally nothing. We've got no movement at all, really. Oh, a little bit there as I'm talking. Just show me up. And now, because we're not actually making headway with wind, all we've got is the current doing us, and it's taking us out off of the point. So, can you see that? It's taking us off Hartland Point and down the channel. But we won't go down there because the tide will change in the meantime, and we'll make good. And then just hope they got the wind right predictions for later on. Just changed the tack, and we're tacking back now. We're heading out to sea now. But just now we were going down. The other tack I can get is down here, straight down, which I don't really want, because I hear so many stories about that race. Then again, it should come back. But there's the current. So we're just going to sit here now. I can't do nothing until we get some wind. While I got nothing, I can't do nothing. So I'm just going to sit back and relax. Well, I just sat in here listening to the radio, drifting off round Hartland Point. But I just noticed it's getting a little bit breezy out there. And it's actually blowing the flag now, so I'm going to go up and see what I can do with the direction wise. To the back, it's 11 o'clock. Tide, bottom tide is at 11:30, so the tides are getting weaker and weaker now. But I've got a tack angle, and in all that's holy, we would normally be, the boat would want to go over there, which is back up around Hartland Point, but I'm still going this way. Believe it or not, with this setup that I got, I'm still going that way. But in a minute when the tide turns, it should change me round and take me back the way I want to go. So I'm going to leave it on this, because I ain't going nowhere worse than before. But like I say, at the moment it's taking me down around Hartland Point. But when the tide turns, I'll just have the breeze, and the breeze will want the boat to go where it's pointing, give or take the tide. Well, the tide will be going the other way, so I'll probably end up going more up. And I might have it over tonight instead of going in. Rock bottom of the tide now. So basically there should be no tide. So whatever the wind is doing, whatever my sail is doing, I should be getting whatever it says I'm doing. And there's Dundee, and I'm pointing out there. So if I look at the chart, that's where I'm going. So as the tide turns now, it will change my angle from there to the back of Lundy. So I've decided I'm going out the back of Lundy, and I'm going up to Ilfracombe for the night. Tony might be coming out in his boat. I'll be meeting him out there. But there's no rush to get. I realise I'm here to sell. I got everything I need with me. I can go ashore anywhere I want. So hopefully I'm just staying out now. But I got the autopilot on. She's doing her own thing at the moment, and we'll see how it's going later. So we've got the boat going now. I'm heading out. Lundy's off to the side there. But as the tide picks up, it'll spin me around the back of Lundy. So anyway, these tides are neaps, so they take a while building up. They're rather slow. That's why it took ages this morning. So I'm taking this opportunity to have a sandwich bite to eat. A nice marmalade sandwich in a minute. And later on I'll have something else as I'm going up behind Lundy. Just enough breeze to keep the sail still. The flag's doing nothing. Don't know what it wants to do. And thank God the choppiness has gone out of the water. So we just sit this one out, wait for the tide to take us at the back of Lundy. Today we're getting a little bit of speed, a bit of steadiness, and we're going out the back of Lundy. We're going off to the side at the moment, but in a minute we're going up there, because the tide will pick up and take us out of the back of Lundy. Now 3:45. Since 11:27, I've come up from Martland Point, but I'm tacking to get up here. Even with the current, I'm tacking to get me speed. If I let the current take me, I'll go out that side of Lundy. And there's Lundy there, and I want to go up this side of Lundy, so I've got to tack to get last tack across, then the tide will take me out there. But at the moment the tide wants to go that way, but once I get swept that side of the island, it will take me that way. But anyway, there's no wind at all again, totally windless, so we just keep on. I was hoping to get Ilfracombe tonight, but I don't think I'm going to manage it. Okay, this is the last tack this way. I think I'm going to try and tack across to get out the back of Lundy now. Once I clear that, the tide should pick me up and go to the clappers. Anyway, let me see how quick the tack now when we're ready to go. If I can believe this, I've come across to the front of Lundy again on a tack angle, so it's like a tack back to get the line up, but it ain't letting me tack back. It wants to go up this side of Lundy. I don't fucking believe this. I'm going to have to, I just don't fucking believe it. I'll have to work at it and get back to you. Well, mother, you ain't going to believe this, motherfucker. I turned around, I was trying to get that last tack, and as I was trying to get it, the wind picked up. And now I'm going at the front of Lundy because there's no way I could get into this wind across the back on that last leg. I was hoping that there would be nothing. But anyway, on this leg now, I'm doing 4.6 knots, like the clamp bats out of hell. It's the fastest we've gone since we've been out here. And the boat is leaning, so I've got to get its speed on. I don't know what she's doing, I don't know what the wind speed is. Anyway, let's see how we do. I don't think we'll make Ilfracombe tonight. Well, because I took the big sail and put the big sail up, it was overpowering. I was getting too much weather helm, and the autopilot couldn't handle it. But what I've done, I've moved the traveller over a bit, and I've let the big sail out, so it's doing next to nothing. It's just flogging it really. So I'm keeping it headed now northeast. But because I can't trust it, and I can't hear the alarm go off in the cabin, I've got to lay down here on the back and watch. So as long as that stays on northeast, we're heading up to slightly to the left of the mark I want to go round for Lundy. Fingers crossed. Well, next morning, last night when we went hove to, I woke up, as I said, I left the boat hove to, and where did we end up? Corelli. So we've just restarted up now. I'm losing the plot because I'm trying to punch the compass, but I can't do it with one hand. Right, there you go. We're on head now. We're heading 30 degrees, just off north, and it'll take us up in front of the bar. So I'll leave that for now and just get us up to the bar, and we'll see what the state of the water is, and whether we go in and sit in the middle there. We just play it by ear. Well, one could say this is fun. I'm getting some sailing, but I'm afraid sailing the hard way. All I've done is punch that number all the way back. I'm so tired, I fell asleep 3 times watching it. Just watching that number to keep headed. And it don't take much for it to veer off, I'll tell you. So there ain't nothing on the horizon to look at. Otherwise I use the compass, the rising compass. But there's literally nothing for me to watch. I just got to watch that fucking number. Punch the number. Or punch the compass, as I call it. That's all I got to do. I fell asleep 3 times and ended up going back to Cabelli. There's a nice wind, and I think I must be doing about 3 knots. I'm going to get back to the centre point too quick, so I'll have to bide time. So we play it by ear, as I say, all the way. You can see the sea. It's got a little bit rough than what it was, but that's because the tide's turned and you've got wind over tide now, so it tends to go rough. Now I've got to work out by the time we get there whether this is rough wind over tide and it's going to just stay like that and go in early, or whether to bide me time and hang on. This is just down to experience now, getting it right. But if I go in, I shall have to go in on the motor because I won't have no error of margin with this cell. So I'll have to stay dead in the centre track. So, but she's sailing okay now. I don't know, as I say, I'll look on the speed limit, see what we're doing. But earlier on, I was doing 2.5, and I think the wind's picked up, and I'm with the tide now. So, well, I just checked it's murder because you ain't got time. You've got to take a glove off, which is murder. It's bloody freezing. But we're doing 3.3 knots, and we come from Cabelli, smack dab. If I could, you can just about see now. If you look to the land now, you'd look right down the tunnel going in through the fairway markers. But it's way too early to go in yet in these conditions. But it's nice now, nice sailing. It's what you call perfect weather if it is warmer, but it ain't. It's fucking freezing. But the sea's nice now for sailing. Look, she's cutting through it, beautiful. They say that I'm punching the numbers because there ain't nothing on the horizon to see. I could probably, I don't know whether I can steer on this side. Sometimes if you get something and line it up with, say, that bar there in the distance and keep it there, that'll keep you at your tack angle the same. So that might do the job. I might try that in a minute for 10 minutes. But there's some nice 8-foot swell going through there. It's lovely stuff. But it's all go. You can't relax for a second. I'm trying to work the camera and spot me number. See that the bit of ground I was watching over there in relation to that bar there just disappeared, so I had to come back to the compass. It's coming back now. Look, there's fog, sea fog just sweeping in over the land. Anyway, let me get back at it. I just said I'm out in the middle of the bay now, and I don't know what's going to happen now. I've just gone home too. I've had a fucking nut. So I just spun her around, rocked the tiller over too, and I'm going to sit here now, watch a few waves go by. If I had my rod made up, I'd do a bit of fishing, but there's nothing I can do. But the boat now, I can go to the cabin and get warm and have a cup of tea. And the boat should just sit here now and do its own thing for an hour, half hour, whatever. And then I'll work out a plan of action to get in when I get in. boat. That's just going to be whatever's going to be, isn't it? But today, as I say, it's a lovely sea today. Perfect for sailing if it was warmer. Get a perfect bloody day, perfect tide. Wind ain't perfect. It could be a little bit stronger, it'd be nice, but it's okay. Anyway, there you go. There, I'm knackered. I've been down the Cavelli, I'm making my way back. As I say, I had enough. So everybody says to me, "Don't see what you see in this whole tube business. There's no need of it." Well, there ain't if you got somebody grab this tiller and look at it for 5 minutes. But within a quarter of a minute, I whacked that tiller over, took some video, climbed in here, and now I can go to sleep. And there's 8-foot swell going by, wind's blowing about 15 mile an hour, and I know the boat is 100% safe. And nobody likes Hove 2, you gotta be putting my fucking piss out. I love it. Just sit here now all day if I want. But mind you, we're not going to Cavelli. She's not, now the tide's turned. Earlier on, this breeze was taking us to Cavelli. But now the tide's turned, the tide's blowing in, it's offset that. It is now going in, I would hit the shore just south of the bar if I left her going. But I'll leave her going like this. When I start up again later on, I'll tack back out. And I'll do that until I think the time's right to just tack and keep tacking in over the bar. So for now, Hove 2, cup of tea and a pea. Sat in here now looking out through the cabin window. I think we can see what it's like out there, but see the waves coming, the boat just deals with them. Hove 2. Hove 2. If you're on your own, it's your only hope is you have to do some work on the boat because you've got nobody to sit on the tiller for you. So either do it yourself, or you Hove 2. Or you keep sailing and don't repair what got to be repaired. Just done some quick calculating, and I probably 0.4 mile out in front of the bar, and I'm going at about 1.3 knots at an angle 40 degrees south of the bar. So if I keep going like this now, I could sit here for hours, 2 hours, and that might get nearer the time for going in. So this is how I work it out mathematically in my head. It's the only way I know how to work things out. So fingers crossed, and we'll see what we get in. It's a good day, that's all I know. Okay, another disadvantage of being on your own, you've got no one to take pictures. Anyway, I've been Hove 2 for an hour, I fell asleep, doctor rang me, woke me up. I've now got to get up in front of the different bar, positioned, ready to come over the bar for 4 o'clock on sails. Sails alone, no engines, just sails, straight down the tunnel and in. It's going to be good fun. I just got to have a tack up there now and see what the time is. If I get there too early, I might have to let her drift back a little bit and go again. But I've got to time it for 4 o'clock. So I'm going to go out and try now and try and time it. I've got 3 miles to do. So I can go past the mark if I got to, and then tack back onto the mark. Anyway, let's go and see how we get on. Well, just like planned by Mouse and Men, where I've been sat up for 2 hours, Hove 2, the tide has now picked up the full bore, and when I'm coming back up now, I'm not going to go out in front of the bar like I thought I was. I'm going to go right onto the mouth of the bar. So I'm going to be there a little bit earlier than expected, but I can't get the phone back in place. I've got no power. If these batteries go, I'm fucked. I'll be going in the bar visually by eye, and that is hard bloody work. Anyway, let's get in position, and got to keep this thing tacking until I get there, and then I'll line up and I'll see if I can get a bit of video just as I'm tacking down, goose legging down through the tunnel. Just my bloody luck, it's starting to rain. That's all I want. And as the rain come in, so little swells come in and some bloody big waves just swept through. Nothing 15 footers. And as I'm going over the bar, the last thing I want is to go over with one of them lifting me up and dropping me on the bar. But if I hit the bar, unless I smash the boat, I should float back off again. So anyway, it's going to be 4 o'clock I think by the time I'm coming over the bar. So fingers crossed. It's getting, as I say, the rain stopped again now, thank God. So we don't come to nothing. I was steering by the land and that little pole there, but it's so misty now I can't define nothing. So I'm back to steering on the punch the number sort of thing on the compass. Just goes to show you, like I always said, it's my luck. I'm out here for 3-4 days and there's no wind and I ain't doing nothing. And then one day I got a fight to get over a bit of a bar. And I want to come in early because I can't stay out here much longer. All hell's breaking loose. The wind, the rain, the waves, the snow, the sleet, the fog. You ask for it, I get it. My luck. Never mind. That's the way it is. Well, I just had an eyeball on the outside marker. So that's where I'll be going. As soon as I get that, I shall be turning right. I hope I can remember how to get this thing in the goose leg mode because she was a pig. I think basically I just got to turn downwind and pull this mainsail over to this side and then hopefully goose legging straight down. I'll try and get some video once I'm going in, but obviously you can understand how difficult it's going to be. I can't, you know, I don't take excess risks. I do when I'm out here, I do it all the time, but you've got more time when the shit is if anything goes wrong. In there you're in a small tunnel and you've got to keep it right. So anyway, I'm getting there now. I reckon it'll be about 4:10 by the time I go over. Right, once again I've got the timing perfect. I've arrived here at 4:04 and I wanted to be here at 4. So I'm 4 minutes out and I got about another 2 minutes to go, which is in my benefit. It'll be a little bit late. But anyway, there's the buoy. I'm just going across the buoy onto the line and I'm going to head straight downwind and in. I'll leave the phone running, it might not run out of charge, but I think it will. Anyway, get on that line and goose leg it down. There's the bar, the bit I got to ump over, that bit there, that first green bit. If I get over that safe, then I'm on a winner the rest of the way. So the little pink line is the line I got to get on, and as soon as I get onto that, I can go into goose leg. So fingers crossed. I'm tracking in, and it's whether she'll keep her nose going the right way down that line. So fingers crossed. Let me put the phone back where I need it, and I need to get nearer the tiller because there's a lot of movement in the tiller. No markers to go by, all I can do is look at that and keep that dead behind me and keep running in and keep looking at that and keep that running in. But as you're running downwind with all the turbulence now, it feels nice and calm. It gives you a false sense of security. I taxed in over the bar. I got down to the lighthouse, got my engine started, plug pulled out, she cut out, got her going again, carried on coming up to me mooring, cut out again. I come in here on cells, trying to get me mooring, but you know what it's like trying to sell in here. You can't go anywhere definitely, the tide is so strong I couldn't sail against it. So I ended up drifting and I looked at the pier and I thought if I can time it for the pier, I chucked my anchor out just before I get there, it slowed me down and I'll grab the pier. So that's what I done. So now I'm here high and dry, well I will be high and dry, stuck on the pier, hoping and praying that I can get this bloody engine going, or one of them, I don't know what's up, 2 of them won't start, but I got so much clobber on, I'm freezing, and my batteries are going flat on the phone. Anyway, I'll let you know what happens. If it's not on video, I'll tell you about it at the end of the video. Well, I've managed to get dry now. It took ages for my hands to dry and my clothes to dry. I've had a bite to eat, I've made my bed, and got the night fan below her on, the grill fan. He's just a fan spinning around like the clappers there, and the boat's nice and warm now. So I just got to wait now till the morning, and hopefully there's water under this boat just here all day, so I can have goes at the engine. Just hope it's a better day tomorrow. So fingers crossed, and I'll let you know how it ends. 20 to 1 at night. So I'm moored up, I'm in bed. Nothing can go wrong. I'm tied to a pier. Tide's going to go down. As the tide goes down, I go down and sit there until the tide comes in. But no, the back of the boat wants to spin in towards the pier. So I don't know if you can see it now. There's the pier. About to let the back engine off. So for some reason the wind has brought the back round. I just don't know why. It's crazy. There you go. So I've got to sit here now and see what's happening. I got all dressed anyway, ready for to sit it in the pan. But the boat's just spinning round. I don't know why. The back of the boat just wants to stay in to the pier. And the rope is tying her on, and he goes from above us there to the front. I don't know. Well, it's 5:45. They're supposed to be getting a boat here for 6 o'clock to tow me back over. They are in a lie. I called them on the phone without an emergency. So they're probably looking over at the pier and they're wondering anybody can't see me. But here's the pier. There's my mooring over there. If you look through the gap there, my mooring's right through there. So all I got to do is left. I took all the lines off. Just one line left now. So hopefully they'll be coming and get me soon. Just had a phone call and the Appledore crew are on their way over. He said it'd take 20 minutes. Just had a phone call and the Appledore crew are on their way over. He said it'd take 20 minutes. I'm all ready to go. Sounds like the guys come in now. Yeah, there they are. 3 guys.